Welcome everyone, my name is Mustafa, otherwise known as Chris, and welcome to some more Crysis 3. Today I've got a match of spears for you guys on Airport. It was a pretty good game, and girls, sorry, not being sexist. And it was a pretty good game. KD wasn't amazing, it was positive, but not amazing. And we got a lot of captures and defends, and the team was just generally working pretty well, so I hope you enjoy that. Just a bit of eye candy while I talk about some other stuff. Now, if you're here because of the title, are you a good player? What I mean by that is, are you a good player, or can I tell that you're a good player, or how you play the game by looking at your service record? Now, I'm going to get onto that a bit later though. So if you want to actually just listen to that, you don't want to listen about my channel or anything like that, then just click the annotation at the top of the screen and it will take you straight to the point where I start talking about that. But firstly, before I do that, I need to talk about, just finish up a topic I started in yesterday's video, which was about my channel and where I'm going with my channel. There's just a couple of things really. Live comms, you're going to see a lot more of that in the future. There'll be like once or twice a week I'll do a live commentary. It won't be a normal commentary like what I do now, where I'm like, hey guys, Mustafa here, blah blah blah, and just goes on to a topic. It will just be what I was talking about in the game. So it would be like, alright, go around there. Oh wait, there's enemies at B and stuff like that. You know, you'll just hear what I sound like during a game. Now, there's going to be a lot of funny things in there, I can imagine. I mean, a couple of days ago, I kind of wish I was recording a live commentary because it was just hilarious. I don't actually know why it was funny. It was just listening. At the time, it was just really hilarious, like funny. So I have a lot of games like that, so I'm gonna be uploading them and saying so like a million times over. Live streaming. Now, this is something else I would like to do, but at the moment it's a bit difficult to. Not because I can't. I can easily live stream, but excuse me, I can easily live stream, but the issue is, to all of you who subscribed, thank you very much. I want to get that out of the way just before I kind of say I got a low subscriber account, because although I'm glad all of you subscribed, you know, it's great that I'm getting good feedback and people are actually genuinely like watching my videos and stuff like that. I'm glad that I'm getting people give me good feedback like that. But until I get to say 100 subs or something like that, live streaming's going to be put on hold, because I'm probably going to start a live stream and then I'll get like a view or two. That's cool, but through all the effort it costs to do that, it's not something I'm looking into doing now. Because with these commentaries that I do, you know, I post them, I get my genuine subs watch it, and then I get some other outsiders watch it. Some people who are outside who don't want to sub, they say stuff like, oh yeah, nice vid man, it was pretty cool. Cool, thanks, it's awesome. But with a live stream, you don't get that really, as far as I know. So it's something I'm just going to put on hold until I got some more subs. Well, that's the channel update out of the way. There are other things I wouldn't mind talking about, but to be honest, I'd like to get onto the actual matter of the video. Now, as many of you already know, in this game, like with most first-person shooters and generally most games, you get stats. Now, in this, it's called a service record, and essentially it just shows you like the KD, the win-loss ratio, how many games you've played, and stuff along those lines. How many skill kills you got? What was your highest kill streak? Lots of random crap, which is really awesome to look at. But last night I started looking at it, and I was just thinking to myself, is this actually that useful? I mean, if you look at my service record, you're not going to tell that I'm a good team player. You're not going to tell that I play the objective very much, because the stats just don't show it. All they show is your KD ratio and how many games you've won, how many games you've lost, how many skill kills you've achieved, your highest kill streak, etc, 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 whatever you know, whatever. So by looking at a service record, I can't tell much about you besides how many games you've played, how many kills you've got, and how many deaths you get along with those kills. Just basic information, but there's quite a lot missing from the service record in this game that you should see, but you don't see. I don't understand why. Now the KD ratio, you know, that's the same with most games. It's not really, it's useful, but it's not useful. I mean, if you watch most of my videos, I don't just pick the best clips every single time. I pick clips that are interesting to watch and kind of eye candy. It's not representative of every game I play, but most games I do get about 3 or 4 kills before I die. Every single death. Now, I've had my death streaks, don't get me wrong, I've had my kill streaks, as everyone else has, but it's the KD ratio I have does not represent at all what I'm like as a player. I had the bad games as I started this game. There's a lot to learn, so I had a lot of bad games, but now it doesn't really represent what I'm like as a player, so it bugs me a bit, but most games are like that anyway. It's not the game's fault, it's just, you know, it's a ratio that some people probably concentrate a bit too much on. I'm not one of those people. But the win-loss ratio, now this is something people don't concentrate on that much, but I do. It bothers me for one simple reason. It's not representative of you as a player. I mean, if you think about it, it's not at all. It is in games like Deathmatch and Free-for-All. But if you're playing Team Deathmatch or Crash Site or Spears or something along those lines, it's not really showing how good you are as a player, is it? I mean, if you joined the game and you had a good team and you weren't really helping the team won for you. You didn't help them win, did you? But it works the other way as well. If you're playing the objective a ton, but your team is shit, then if you lose, that's not representative of you. That doesn't represent you as a player because your team let you down. One man cannot hold a team. You need at least 2, 3, preferably 4 players, maybe even a full team controlling the objective. That's how you win. So if you don't have that team to back you up, you're not going to win that much, and your win-loss ratio does not show this. All it says is how many games you've won compared to how many games you've lost. But that tells me nothing about you as a player. So in terms of usefulness, not that useful. They could improve this though. Now I know they show your highest score achieved on Crash Site and your highest score achieved on Spears and stuff like that, but that doesn't help me out too much. That shows me that you had a good game, but it doesn't tell me if that's an average game, does it? And I've looked through all of the service records, well, all of my service record, and nowhere does it state how many captures I've made or how many capture points I've earned. And that bothers me because if you could see how many captures I've made, I mean on Spears I've probably made in excess of about 300 captures, something like that, and on Crash Site I've probably earned, I don't know, a lot of capture points, but I can't put a number to it because it's a bit difficult to. But if you could see those sorts of stats, you'd look at me and just think, oh, he plays the objective, but he doesn't get that many kills, but he plays the objective. So if I was going to, you know, if people look at that, they see that I'm an objective player, but you can't see that on my service record at the moment. At the moment, you would look at my service record and think, okay, he's got average KD, he gets a few points here and that. Well, he's not that great a player, is he? But I am a pretty good player when it comes to objective play, but it doesn't show it in the service record. So how the hell are you supposed to know if I'm a good objective player or not? And this goes for everyone. I mean, if you have a KD of 0.1, but you've got 700 captures or something, I'm gonna think, fair enough, he's a good objective player. Well, I hope that was sort of useful. You know, it gives you a bit of insight into what the service record is like and stuff. So if you like the video, please like the video. If you dislike it, then please comment and tell me why. In general, just comment with your thoughts and opinions, and subscribe for more episodes. They're not all like this. Some are fun, some are more informative, you know. And I hope you have a good day. Catch you guys later.